Hi students, I hope all are doing great. We started the lecture on the linguistics and linguist and the difference between the linguistics and the literature. So we got the idea that in literature, we try to find out the beautiful words, very nice words, very alluring words and vocabulary to allure the reader for the entertainment and to create the interest of the public. But that write-up is very systematic, very structured and very organized. Even the words which are in the written form, you can pronounce it easily without any ambiguity, without any complexity. But problem comes when you are speaking something and the other person is listening to it. And languages vary from area to area, from culture to culture, from person to person. So they have developed different accents, different styles. And when you speak up something, the other person who is listening to you might become unable to understand it in its true sense. And that is the problem because of which the IPA, International Phonetics Alphabet, a system has been developed by the linguists to give it a proper articulation of the voices and sounds in the form of the words. So this phonetic alphabet stands for sound phonetics. And this is related to the speech, to the speaking power of a person, to the speech of a person, because it lacks sometimes clarity, sometimes it has no structure, it contains ambiguity also, and you try to sometimes try to make it in a proper sense by yourself, because the person who is uttering those words he might be thinking something else in his mind, but he is uttering in order to apply whatever he wants to apply in a real sense, but that cannot be understandable for the person who is listening. Might he belongs to some other language, he belongs to some other culture, he belongs to some other system, or he is lacking that sound of way of listening, or might he is hard of hearing. So there are many problems which are intermingled in the sound system and the production of the words. So totally in linguistics these are the following branches which are the part of the linguistics, and which when combined together then a proper word is created with some sense in it. The first one is the phonetics. Phonetics is the study of sounds in a speech in physical term. It has articulatory, acoustic and auditory three functions, and these three functions are related to the production of the sound, then transmission of the sound, and then perception of the sound by the listener. Second is, let's come at the end to the pragmatics. Phonology. Phonology is the study of sound in cognitive aspects. Morphology. This is very important because it's the study of the word formation. How do you form a word? Is this a separate word or it's a combination of different words? As we discussed in the previous lecture, that if you have written a word hope, then less, then leave, then it's a combination of three words. There can be free morpheme, there can be bound morpheme. Bound for morphemes are those morphemes which are always combined with some words to show their own identity. And there are some free morphemes which do not need any other word to be a part of them, because they itself could be having and maintaining their own identity, like the hope. Then comes the syntax. It is the sentence structure, the way the whole sentence is prepared with the help of the words which are combined together like the beads within a string. And then comes the semantics. Semantics give you the meaning of the word within a language. But then comes pragmatics. Pragmatics also gives you the meanings of the word within a language, but with reference to some context. So it gives the overall impression of a sentence or the word uttered Might the listener who is listening that word has some other understanding of this word than the person who is uttering it. Then here comes the clashes also. So here comes different techniques through which linguists try to make it easy, accessible for the people by arranging a set pattern to make it understandable for the people everywhere in the world. Whosoever is interested in learning that language, they come to learn the sound system. For example, there is a word E, there is a word S, there is a word O and L. So there are different sounds for N, for M. All these words contain some particular sounds. And if we recognize those sounds, then it becomes very easy to all of us to speak up the word with their true meaning and true pronunciation. So that would be very interesting if we go for the course of linguistics to learn a different and new language, because language is the only source which makes us able to communicate. If you want to put a nail in the wall, what do? You put a hammer. So hammer becomes a tool to make your process easy. Otherwise, can you put a nail in the wall with the help of your hand? No, that's impossible. Hammer helps to complete this work. So same is the case with the language. Language becomes a tool of communication among the people who belong to different culture, different societies. And linguist comes at that time when you feel that a particular language is becoming a problem for the people of the world or some particular community. Then they design some process through which they all become able to retain that language, to understand it and to communicate it in a good manner. So hope you understand the importance of the linguistics and the linguist. Thank you very much.